You are looking at hours of dense, unedited audio data. Somewhere inside this massive recording is a highly specific 2-minute segment you actually need. In the past, extracting that tiny clip meant downloading bulky, expensive audio editing software just to execute a single, simple cut. The MiniWebTool Audio Splitter provides an elegant, frictionless alternative that operates entirely within your web browser. By the end of this tutorial, you will know the exact steps to professionally split and trim your audio files for free. Mastering this browser-based technique allows you to produce high-quality audio segments without the overhead of permanent software installations or complex setups. First, navigate to the Audio Splitter URL on MiniWebTool and locate your raw audio file. This grid displays the specific audio formats supported by the tool. Confirming your file is an MP3, WAV, M4A, FLAC, OGG, AAC, or WMA ensures compatibility before we initiate the process. To load your file, simply execute the Upload or Browse command and select your recording. This diagram illustrates a secure protocol called client-side processing. It addresses the common fear of uploading sensitive recordings to random websites. Instead of leaving your device, the audio file is analyzed locally. The data is never transmitted to a remote server. Processing the file locally also completely eliminates the tedious wait times usually associated with uploading large media files over the internet. Because the execution happens on your own machine, you maintain absolute, unbroken sovereignty over your sensitive audio data from start to finish. With the file loaded, direct your attention to the newly populated core interface, highlighting the visual waveform and timeline. Our objective now is to identify and fence off the specific audio section you intend to preserve. This visual model demonstrates the primary trimming method. By dragging the left slider handle inward, you establish the precise start time. Next, drag the right slider handle to establish the definitive end time, framing your highlighted selection while the unused edges fade out. While visual dragging is fast, certain edits require microsecond accuracy that a mouse cannot easily achieve. Looking at this interface panel, we see the precision timecode method. You can bypass the visual sliders entirely by manually typing your exact timestamps directly into these designated input boxes. At this stage, be aware of a common error. Occasionally, users accidentally select the audio segment they intend to delete, rather than the segment they want to keep. To avoid this, utilize the built-in playback function to audit your targeted selection before finalizing anything. Listening to the selection allows you to catch any accidental clipping of dialogue words or musical beats right at the very edges of your trim. Layering broad visual waveform cues with precise numerical inputs guarantees a flawlessly accurate trim, eliminating all guesswork from your edit. Once you have approved the audio preview, execute the final cut by clicking the primary split button. The interface will update instantly, generating a new download button for your trimmed file. It is critical that you click Download immediately before navigating away from the page or closing your browser tab. Remember our security protocol. Because the file lives entirely in your local temporary browser cache, a simple page refresh will permanently erase your unsaved work. Once downloaded, locate the fresh file on your local hard drive and open it in your default media player. For your final verification protocol, play the first 3 seconds of the downloaded file to definitively confirm the cut was successful. You now possess a perfectly trimmed, high-quality audio file, generated with 0 software installation and 0 server uploads. By shifting processing from a remote server to your local browser, you can isolate recordings in seconds, ensuring your data never leaves your device.